Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be obviously filming about what my video is titled. I'm actually going to also kind of let y'all know what's been going down since I posted my graduation weekend video, because there's a lot that I got to catch you up on. So if you want to hear all about it, just keep watching. I actually really enjoy watching these on other people's channels that they posted about doing kind of like a makeup get ready with me in front of natural light, and today I'm going to try it. I've also cut my hair. In my last video, I think my last vlog actually, I had showed y'all that I kind of layered my hair and I decided that it looks too choppy. I didn't really like it, so I decided to just cut all the layers off and kind of go with the whole short hair summer vibe, and then try to get layers done again in the fall. Okay, so since graduation weekend, we have been outside a ton. Like for the graduation, for about like 4 hours. We went outside before that, and we've kind of swam in our pool at our apartment. So we've been outside a ton recently, and there's been a lot of pollen and stuff flying around in air because it's summertime. Kind of had a late spring with all the rain and all that mess. After graduation weekend, that following week on Thursday, I noticed that my son Noah was not himself. He wasn't feeling that great. I could tell he was eating less. He wasn't going to the bathroom as often and everything like that. And then I had picked him up and was like, whoa, he is hot. And I was like, is he running fever? Because that'd be crazy if he was running fever. So I get my thermometer and check his temperature, and sure enough, he is running fever. And I was like, oh my gosh, how is he sick right now? Where could he have gotten it from? I try to call his pediatrician office and schedule an appointment. They tell me to call back the next day in the morning and you'll get booked in because of what was going on with him, because he had a cough had started before he ran fever, and it wasn't super bad. It was like a just every once in a while cough. Then he started running fever. He started getting congested in like all in here and in here, and he was of course running fever. So I was like, we definitely need to get him an appointment and get him checked out, because I have no idea what's going on with him. And we definitely need to find out, especially because we had just saw family recently on both sides. Friday, the next morning comes. I call his doctor's office. I think it was like 8:05 or like 8:10 or something like that. And they tell me that I should have called at 7:30 because they start accepting calls at that time and they open at 8. Anyways, I was pretty upset about that. I hung up with them, was trying to figure out in my mind like what I should do, because I know he needs to be seen, because I had a feeling that this fever was not going to go away. So I call them back, and she actually transfers me to like the Carevid family clinic to see if they could get him an appointment. And I talked to them, and she goes, he definitely can't come into the office. We'll have to have an over the phone call visit because of what he has. He was supposed to get an appointment at 2:45 and they ended up calling at like 3:10. She talks to me, kind of asks all his symptoms, the whole rundown, how he's going to the bathroom, how he's been eating, everything like that. I tell her everything. She goes ahead and sends some antibiotics over to his pharmacy, and she actually wants us to get him nose swabbed. So I was like, yay, because he's not even 2.5 yet, and there's no telling how he's going to react to getting his nose swabbed. So we have to hurry up because we have to be there before 4:30 because they close at 5. So we hurry up, get dressed, jump in the car. He falls asleep on the way there, which was kind of a good thing because he definitely needed some sleep. And we called when we got there and parked in spot number 3. She finally came out all, you know, of course, masked and suited up because of COVID and everything. We asked her what is he actually getting tested for with this nose swab. She said that they're testing for flu strand A, B, and for COVID, and I was like, oh, please be negative, because it was going to be a rapid test, so we would know in about like 30 minutes what was going on with him. And those 30 minutes were like the longest 30 minutes of my life, because if he would have been positive for any of those, I would have had to sit there and call my whole family and let them know that he is sick with it, and I would have felt like a horrible person because I would have exposed everybody if he would have been sick with one of those. So I'm super, super thankful that it was negative on all of them for flu strand A, B, and COVID. Because those 30 minutes were the longest, I'm telling you. And if you have a sick child, you know what I'm talking about. So thankfully, I did not have to call anybody and tell them that he was sick with those. On the way back home, we tried to pick up his medicine, and they said it won't be ready for an hour. Well, we missed the time that they closed, so we had to try to get it Saturday morning. Of course, they sent his medicine to the wrong pharmacy, so we had to go pick it up at CVS in a different town, which is fine because we'll drive to no matter what to go get his medicine so he can start feeling better. They actually gave him amoxicillin. They usually give you that if you have like anything to do with the throat, ears, and nose area. They definitely give you amoxicillin. So thank goodness it was bubblegum flavored, even though he can't stand taking it. Yeah, I'm just so glad that he was not sick with anything super, super serious. And I definitely feel for those that are sick with like COVID or something else like that. I definitely hope that y'all get better, and y'all are definitely in my prayers. So we start giving him his antibiotics on Saturday, and he has to actually take those for like 7 days, and then I have to discard the antibiotics after that. So I've been giving him his antibiotics, and he definitely hates taking it for sure. We have to like hold his arms down and everything just to get it down, and we always give him a drink afterwards. It's just been super rough. Sleep-wise, sick-wise. I've been having to give him this amoxicillin every 12 hours for 7 days. I've been having to wipe his nose constantly. Like every time I turn around, I have to wipe his nose. I think on like day 3 of me giving him his medicine, he actually got his little sister sick. That's just turning 6 months today as I'm filming this. Sleeping has been rough. She has been tossing and turning, can't really eat during the night because she's so congested. So that in turn makes me hurt, because obviously if you've breastfed, you know what I'm talking about. You're definitely full and haven't got relief. So I've been having to actually pump a couple mornings this past week because it's been that bad. And the doctor actually said that he has a upper respiratory infection. So it's not really supposed to be super contagious, but if you like cough in someone's face or share a drink or like sneeze, obviously like all up in the air or in front of someone, they're definitely going to obviously get something from that sickness. So that is what happened with Emma. So she's ran no fever because I believe me feeding her myself, it kind of creates those natural antibiotics to help her kind of get better somewhat. She's just congested, has no fever, definitely has the runny nose as well. I'm just trying to give him all his medicine, do my part, and make sure he has plenty of fluids and stuff like that, and make sure that they're both sleeping enough, and make sure she's eating for me too. Well, Noah has been sick for a week, and she has been sick for like 4 to 5 days, I think. So I'm so ready for them to get better and feel better, because this is rough. Because I honestly feel like it's kind of going to me a little bit, which is fine. I'm not really worried about it. I just want them to feel better so that we can enjoy an actual weekend maybe coming up. Also, I'm so like overwhelmed right now too, because I missed my, if you're a guy, I'm sorry if you're watching this is just health girl talk too. I also missed my pap smear. I was supposed to get it done a month ago, but when I called, we're all booked up, so I was like, okay, I'll just call back again. Well, I haven't, so definitely need to get on that and make sure I take care of that, because I have to get one every year because of family history. Have to go to their wellness checkup appointments for her 6-month appointment and his 2.5-year appointment on different days. So that'll be fun, because I think they're both getting shots, which if you have kids, you know how much it sucks for them to get shots while at their doctor's visit, especially if you have like a older child like I do. Not that he's old, but what I mean by that is because he's 2, and 2-year-olds know what's going down. They've seen this person before. They know when they see those needles and stuff like that. So that should be definitely really fun. So hopefully that will go well when I have to do that. And I also have a bunch of stuff going on with me with my teeth. So I'm going to hurry up and kind of ramble through that while I'm finishing up my makeup. I have a baby tooth as my canine tooth, and they have to extract that because it has a huge cavity right now, which is literally right underneath my gum. So I've been having to make sure that nothing happens with that, and make sure I don't get an infection in my bloodstream. And it's about $200 for that baby tooth extraction, because I definitely don't have insurance, which sucks. Or I should say I don't have dental insurance. Get that baby tooth pulled, I have to get braces put on. So I'm going to be a brace face for like 3 years, so I can get them pulled off when I'm 27. While they put the braces on, that's going to correct my really bad overbite. It's going to help so they can pull my permanent tooth down that needs to come over here. It's actually behind my 2 front teeth, which is not good because it can possibly damage the roots of my front teeth. So I am a little bit stressed. I am just hoping that it can go as smoothly as possible and they can get that tooth out, put my braces on, and start the process of pulling that tooth into that spot. And I know it's not going to be fun. I'm honestly terrified of this experience because I've only had like 2 cavities ever in my entire life. So for me, this is some major teeth stuff. So I'm nervous. And this whole process is going to be about like $5 grand. So yay. Yeah, that's all what's going down, and it's a lot. And I thought everything was going to slow down this month. It's probably not going to slow down for a while. definitely try to kind of film about that process too, with involving my teeth and everything like that. I don't know if I'll actually like record footage when I'm getting the tooth pulled and all that, but we'll see. Okay, I've definitely pretty much done my story time and talking with y'all and letting y'all know kind of what is going to go down and what's upcoming. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to all this part. So this is kind of what my hair looks like right now after I cut it this past time. I really like it. It's actually been a couple days too since I've washed it. That's why I'm actually curling it and showing y'all what that looks like today. I also have not curled my hair in a long time since it's been this short, so we shall see what it looks like. I should also probably kind of explain more about my teeth situation. I actually found out about this baby tooth and that I had a permanent tooth when I was, I believe I was in like the 8th or 9th grade, which I cannot even do that math right now to figure out how old it was, but I was probably like it's probably around like 16, 17, somewhere around there, maybe even 18, but I don't feel like I was 18. I actually discovered it. The dentist didn't even discover that I had this permanent tooth just chilling up there in my gums. I just thought, oh, I have a small tooth. Like, I didn't really even realize that I didn't even lose it. So after I saw that blob on the x-ray, when I was just sitting there waiting for the dentist to come back in, I was like, what the heck is that? What is that white blob? So I was like, should I ask what this is, or should I just not say anything because I'm probably just dumb and think it's something when it's actually not? So I actually decided to say something, and when they came back in, I was like, what is that? And then they were like, what's what? And I kind of pointed to the little white blob on the screen, and they had to zoom in like 3 or 4 times on the x-ray and discovered, oh wait, I have a baby tooth and that's my permanent tooth chilling. So they were like, we probably need to take that baby tooth out and then pull that permanent tooth down. And I was like, what? So I decided I did not want to do it because they freaked me out explaining the whole situation and how they were going to have to do it. So at that time, my permanent tooth, my canine actually is how you would say it, was kind of over here on this side in my gum. And since I have not been to the dentist until now, as I'm 23 years old, the tooth has traveled all the way from over here to over here, behind my two front teeth. That is very interesting. Did not even know that that could happen. And because I've had 2 pregnancies, it makes your teeth kind of like weaker and your gums and everything because they're taking so much from you. I did not know that after 2 pregnancies it would make my baby tooth chip in half in the back and create a huge cavity on it. So I definitely should have got that teeth thing taken care of a while ago when I first found out about it, because now I'm gonna have to do all this extra stuff. If I would have just like not been a baby about it back then and got it done, I wouldn't be dealing with all the extra craziness right now, because probably would have been easier, to be honest, to pull it down in that spot that it should go in. So that was on my bad, my fault. Yeah. Also, there is no roots above my baby tooth anymore, which is crazy. They've actually like pretty much died off above that tooth. And the reason why the permanent tooth has shot all the way across behind my 2 front teeth is because it's trying to find a spot to come down. And this is why I have to keep taking breaks and it's so hard to film.
Hi, Sissy.
That's all I curled on my hair. I didn't really mess too much with the back because I've got 2 grumpy kids and she did not really take a nap, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the final look. My hair could have turned out better, but because she's so fussy and everything's just kind of, I'm just gonna leave it how it is. I definitely like how this looks. I do want to curl my hair actually better and see how it looks with this being this short again. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you liked the talking, kind of getting ready with me. So I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
Bye guys.